So with inflation rising rapidly the past few years, there's been a lot of talk about how it's harder to make it in today's world financially versus how our parents had it 20, 25 years ago. And I kind of believe this is true. So thanks to the Federal Reserve holding interest rates at about zero the past 10, 12 years or so, the price on pretty much everything has all but doubled the past 3 years. And while the prices have went up, wages have just not kept up with inflation, and we all can see that. But I've come up with 3 good reasons why it's harder to make it today financially versus how our parents had it 20, 25, maybe even 30 years ago. And number one, I'm going to start off with is companies don't offer pension funds anymore. They don't offer that guaranteed retirement anymore, which makes it hard, makes it stressful on the employees because they are responsible for saving for their own retirement in a 401k or similar IRA accounts. Pension funds were pretty awesome. If you spent, a certain amount of time with a company, you were guaranteed a certain income until the day you died, and your wife even got some after the day you passed. But probably in the early 90s, pensions started trickling away, started going away, and there's only a few companies now, besides the government, that offer pension funds. And I believe this is because, for one, they're not efficient, and number two, like I said, the company holds all the investment risk, unlike a 401k where the employee or the investor holds all the investment risk. So the second reason why it's harder to make it today versus 20, 25 years ago is that home prices have skyrocketed and they're pretty much out of whack with today's income. Like I said, wages have not kept up with inflation, and that is especially true when it comes to the housing market. In fact, in 1985, the average home price was only 3.8 times the average household income, where today it's almost 6 times the average household income, and the average house across America is around $400,000. And when you take into consideration not only the home price, but the price of taxes, the home insurance, maintenance on the home is certainly out of whack versus today's average wages. And the third reason why it's harder to make it today financially versus how our parents had it is because, like I said, wages are out of whack. They have not kept up with inflation, and unfortunately, I kind of foresee the middle class basically dying. But I don't believe the middle class is dying based on politics. I think it's kind of fading away, if you will, because of really technology. Because I've seen just in the past 5 years or so, especially with AI coming aboard, you see these normal jobs that actually pay the bills where they're being combined to other jobs because of technology. It makes it easier and more efficient to achieve the same goal but with less people. And another reason why the middle class is basically shrinking is because the wealthier people are only getting wealthier, and they're raising the price of land, of houses, of materials in general, and that's definitely shrinking the middle class. And now I'm not saying that it's impossible to be wealthy in today's world, because it certainly is if you're disciplined and willing to work hard, but it's just not as easy as it was in 1985. So in summary, it's definitely harder to make it financially today versus how our parents had it 20, 30 years ago, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. As long as you're disciplined with your money, you're willing to work hard and be innovative, you can still catch up. As long as you invest your money, you stick to a budget, like I've always said, and you consistently invest on a weekly or bi-weekly basis into the S&P 500, into the broad stock market, and get those 10, hopefully 12% returns year over year. So I appreciate you watching the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.